Good evening, guys. Good afternoon. How about them Gators, baby? Getting the job done against McNeese State, putting up a smooth 14-7 ball game. Got my pretzels here, ready to rock and roll. To make sure I stay fueled up because the last time the call-in show ran a bit long, and I was hungry and thirsty. I don't have a feeling this show is gonna be that crazy, but we do have Billy on the mic, so let's go to the press conference real quick. Millionaire trader Alex, what's going on, big dog? How are you, man? Alex, you hear me?
What's going on, big dog? Let me get this YouTube turned off so I can hear you.
No worries, man.
I got you.
How we feeling, man?
Yeah, I hear you. Feeling awesome, man. Good victory today, man. Good victory today.
That was good. That was we needed that. We needed that W there. And I think we looked clean. Everything looked rocking and rolling. It looked like was what we needed to have happen for sure.
Most definitely. Offensive line really kind of did their thing a little bit. Both the running backs carried the load early in the first half. Got Eugene Wilson involved in the game. See our playmakers make some plays. Would like to see a little bit more Ricky early in the game, but it's all right. It's all right. Should have seen more downfield throws with a lesser opponent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, I was thinking about that too, but then last week, obviously, they slung it all over the place, and we were complaining about that. Here are the stats from tonight's game pulled up here. 500 plus yards, 233 passing, 329 yards rushing. So a little more of not quite balanced, but more balanced than it was in the previous week with us running the ball a slew of times, 15, 12, 13, everybody getting the ball, averaging 7-7, Trayon getting 4 yards to carry. Ricky Pearsall, 6 catches for 123 yards. Come on. You love seeing that. Love seeing that.
Gators!
Yes, sir. Like I said, I would love to see more catches down here. I mean, to these like Oris Bordenham could have definitely got him more involved. Aiden Mazzell. You just want to see these guys catch the ball more. Obviously, they kind of tore it up last week, but look, maybe last week was, hey, we got behind the 8 ball, but throw the ball a little bit. This week is, everyone's like, what about the run game? What happened with the run game? Bill's like, you want to see a run game? I'm gonna smash it down your throat, big guy. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, bring the hog maulers, bring them on.
Yeah, I wanted more points. I wanted 50 plus. So I'm a little upset about not scoring 50.
I agree with you. I want that 60. I don't know if you seen it in the chat earlier, right before you came in for the game. I'm like, we should score 60. It should be easy 60.
Yeah, I think we could have. I think obviously you take the guys out and kind of slow things down. They weren't really cruising to score, but I was hoping we would get some more. I'm trying to find the Jaden Rashad. I see how he's looking. They're playing right now, late night snoozy game. But all man, good game. Loved it. Excited about how it played out. So I'm not upset about it.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, good.
That's a cool. Now the defense. Now on the defensive side of the ball, I like to see TJ Searcy, man. I just want to say TJ Searcy. This guy deserves more game time. Every time he get on the field, he make plays. Just think about it. Go back and look at the Utah tape and come back and look at this tape. Anytime he's on the field, he's making plays.
For sure. He looked good. He looked a lot better. Again, he looked good last week, but it definitely looked just kind of continuing his growth to looking good, looking solid. Much better than Georgia did against Ball State today.
Yeah, they had a slow start. That's what I heard.
Yeah, they started off a little slow, then they got going. Carson Beck, I'm sure he'll find his rhythm here, but definitely a slow start to the game. And then look, Tennessee, little PV action. They were struggling a little bit too, so we'll see how that.
Right.
I'm excited for next week.
SEC is not looking good today, man. We are not looking good today. The SEC is not looking good today.
It was rough. Texas A&M going down. And I love seeing Bama go down. That was a good time, but it was a fun one. It was a fun one today. It was a busy one, to say the least.
Colorado won another ball game.
They're rolling
over there. They're rolling
good,
good.
baby. They look good. Sanders, they look good at the end.
Right, the 300-yard day, big time ball over there. A very disciplined team, but we looked a lot better, a little more disciplined as well. Besides the Andy Jean penalty late in the game on third down, I think we had a solid performance as far as penalty wise, but special teams, we still have special team blunders over here. Guys running on the field late,
missing field goals. We got to fix that shit. Got to fix that. That's a no bueno.
In a fucking hurry. You got Tennessee coming to the swamp next week. We can't be messing around.
I'm ready. 7 o'clock kickoff. I'm going to be there. So, but Alex, I appreciate you. Going to be in the swamp next week?
Oh, for sure. I have to double check that.
Well, I'll be there. I'll figure out where I'm going to be. If you can come hang out, come say hey. All right, man. I appreciate you calling in as always, big guy. I got some people waiting, but I appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you having me, man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you. All right, we've got a big Ball State fan calling in. Hello?
Hello? Am I on? Hello?
You're
Am I on the air?
Mike's working, boss.
Hey, listen, just wanted to call in, not calling to rag on you for getting humiliated by Utah. Just want to let you know my shoulders are broad. I don't mind carrying the conference for the rest of you deadbeats that are circling the fucking drain. This is sad, pitiful, and embarrassing. I've been sticking my chest out about the SEC on here for years. And like I said, I don't mind dragging along a few dead bodies here and there. But this is pitiful. Alabama can't get out of their own way. I thought Anthony Richardson went to the NFL. What's he doing in Alabama? I don't understand. That Jalen Mildew. You know what happens to a wet towel if you leave it on the floor for 3 days? Mildew. Alabama's quarterback. That's what happens. What happened to Murder Ball? We've got the best offensive line since the history of history. Oh, yeah. For 2 weeks in a row, Jalen Mildew's your leading rusher with 40-something yards. Give me a break. Give me a break. Saban's moving in next door to you. He done bought his house down there. What's he waiting on? His bags must already be packed. This is getting embarrassing. You know, Alabama fans think Forrest Gump's a documentary. You can't tell these people anything. Good luck against Tennessee next week. You're going to need it. Vols by 30.
Yeah. Did you let me get a word in? Uncle Lou's an absolute treat. Oh, goodness gracious. I love it. I absolutely love it. What's up, big dog?
What up, dude?
What are you doing, big champ?
Just jumps off like that, dude. You're going to let him
bro. What's up, dude? I love it, though. I love it. I was in his chat talking shit earlier.
Last week. Oh, sorry, cut you off. What?
No, you're good. Yeah. Much better than last week. I mean, I expected it to go that way, but it was clean though, right? I think that's what we were hoping for. A nice, clean game. Every time they touched the ball, they went down and scored. No penalties, no dumb shit outside of Princely jumping off sides.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. I think my favorite thing is Scooby looked fast on a few of those. He traveled pretty quick.
He was filling the gap, man. He looked really, really good in open field tackles. Look, regardless of who you're playing against, I think it's great to make those tackles at any time. So I love that. That excited me for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that excited me the most about this game is you saw a lot more lateral speed and just plays that we weren't making last year.
Look, the one thing I think I mentioned it the other day, we talked on the Wednesday show of Billy being too scripted. I still felt that we went that direction. We had, the screenplay that we threw to Eugene first couple times, and then didn't see it anymore. Right? Yeah. Now, are we trying not to show too much? Probably. But I would love to see it some more. Dude, the fact that that kid's starting is unreal. Like, I don't think people can grasp.
He's awesome.
I mean, he got there in June. But he got there in June.
No,
and it's not him like
talented. It's awesome. I love it. But we just wanted to get on, say hi. But we have to go. We have a long drive to get home. We're up at the parents' house watching the game today. So.
Oh, well, good shit, fam. Good to see you as always, man.
Yeah, this is my brother.
What's up, man? You gonna head down for a game at all?
Probably not this year. Just focus on school. So we're gonna be watching them all. But we did make it to the Utah game last second, so that was fun.
Oh, we got a U back there. Wow, I gotta go. See you, boys.
It's a tough one to watch.
Yeah.
Both teams. Yeah, when you like both teams, it kind of sucks both ways. Worst way to start the season.
Hey, I was out in the swamp in Utah gear last year, and that was something else.
Respect.
No, yeah, everybody was cool on both sides, so it was just fun. Hopefully, after this, Utah and Florida don't have to play again.
I want the trilogy. I want the
Yeah, that's what everybody else says.
I need a finale. I need to close this
That's
thing.
true. That's true.
For sure. Yeah, well,
Middle
hopefully
ground.
it's in a bowl game then.
Middle
Hopefully it's in a
ground.
bowl game.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Right on. Hey, well, it was fun seeing you again, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. You too. Go Gators.
All right, bye. Go Gators.
David Street, what's up, champ? Talk to me, baby.
What's up, Sheldon? Can you hear me?
I sure can, man. How we feeling?
Good, man. Good. First of all, I do not care that it was McNeese State. It feels so damn good to finally get a win after 4 straight losses.
Damn right it does.
So good. Oh, man. And here's the other thing, too. I'm not saying we're going to beat Tennessee, but I really like our chances against the Vols, man, especially at home, because they beat a horrible Virginia team, and they beat Austin PA, however you pronounce that, by only 7 points. How do you pronounce it?
Austin Peavy was a nail biter today.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not saying we're going to beat Tennessee, man, but I'm liking our chances against them. I got to tell you that.
Look, I think we're back in business, baby. we feel good, which is good. I think the hangover is worn off from week 1. We were excited. I think everyone's gonna be excited from what they saw, and be excited for what's to come for sure. I agree.
Yeah, definitely. And I tell you what, I said last week that there were 3 things that I wanted to see against McNeese State. Number 1 was total domination of a inferior opponent. Now, from my understanding, we apparently didn't cover, so I don't know if we really dominated them.
Yeah, it was like 55, I think. It was a little much.
Yeah, I read that it was like 48 or 49 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Better red zone play calling and more catches for Trey Wilson. So,
yep, got him more involved. Liked seeing that as well for sure. I agreed.
Yeah. So, how are you feeling about the rest of the season now? I before the season I had us going 7-5. I still have us going 7-5, but right now Tennessee ain't looking too hot. I know they're 2-0, but they're not looking too hot. And then Kentucky, I'm not too worried about them. But how are you feeling about the rest of the season?
I think we'll have a true understanding of where we're headed to tomorrow, next week. I think again, obviously we looked good. We should have looked good, but I love that we cleaned up the dumb mistakes. We ran the ball effectively, which I would hope we would. But even still, usually you kind of see a slow start and they kind of get some stops. So we were just moving the ball with ease. So I like the confidence that the offensive line was hopefully able to gain through that. We know Mertz can throw from last week. But yeah, I liked where things were headed. The defense looked a little faster, more excited. And again, just getting the W under their belt and getting that confidence is huge. But I'll know more next week and more confidence of where we're headed for the season. But look, man, I think it's wide open. Like kind of Uncle Lou came in and ranted and raved a little bit. I believe that it's completely wide open for, as of now anyways.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, look, man, I'm going to go ahead and go and let other people, get
Appreciate
the
you,
call
man.
in. Yeah, but I'll tune in next week. See you.
Be good, big guy. We back open for business?
We're always open.
Okay. I don't know how to get your green screen, not a green screen on here.
Oh, shoot. I got to do that.
I think you got to do that. I'm going to add some people while we're walking. Ala, what's up, Ado?
Hey, hello.
What's up? What's going on, man?
What's up? Gators for the W.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm more excited for next week. I'm more excited.
What we needed. That's what we needed. I think the people needed to see Florida look confident, look smooth to to get the energy back. The energy was down. It's been down all week. Florida fans have not been happy.
I've been dogged at work all week too. They've been saying, "Ha ha ha, y'all suck. Y'all a cupcake team." I'm like, "Oh man, oh, it's been rough."
It's been tough, but look, Utah. I mean, what's even more frustrating is Utah looked like complete dog water day against Baylor. So I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah,
but
I was quite a little bit upset about that. I was like, "Man, if y'all lose to Baylor, that's not going to look good on us."
They blew my spread. I had Utah 7.5, and they did not cover. So
They did
that was
not.
Tough to watch. But look, look, man. Playing in the swamp. LED's gonna be rocking. It's gonna be a nighttime game. You got to think
I'll
this
be
guy's
there.
gonna be. I plan on being there as well too. So we're gonna have to meet up.
Awesome. Will
should
do.
be should be fun, man. What's your prediction for
After
next week?
I think it'll be a close game, but I can see Florida winning it. So 27-24.
Little nail biter in the
I
swamp.
like it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Rip their
I love
hearts
it.
out last minute. You know, per usual.
Yeah, that will be fun. It will be a pretty fun game.
Good shit. Wait, mate. Make sure you. Let's link up. Come see me next week if we're able to. Love to meet
All
you,
right,
man.
will do. Same.
All right, man. You be good. Go Gators, boss.
Go Gators.
Good stuff, man. Alpac, he's the man right there. He's always calling in. Chi-Town. How about the U there? There it is.
Looking good today, huh?
Yeah, no, we even spotted Texas A&M 14 points. So take 14 points away from them, and it's even worse. So
Congrats on your big win, dude. I love it. I love it for you guys.
Yeah,
hate
that's the
most of your fan base, but I like you, so I'm happy for you guys. Genuinely, like I'm glad Texas A&M lost.
I actually watched a little bit of that game, and I texted Shelton earlier, and I was like, "Ooh, this defense got their swag back. They're actually that." I felt like for the first time in a long time that they really were hitting with a purpose and hitting like they had a little swagger back in their system.
oh yeah,
So
like welcoming.
did you feel that? Did you feel that too?
Oh yeah, no, I felt well at the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning, we were just like, man, like it's gonna be a long day. Or
Scripted though. That's the scripted plays that they already had against you.
no, but it wasn't even that. We were giving them the ball. Like we literally had a block punt first drive. They scored.
Yeah, I seen that.
Then we scored after that, and then we held them to a 3-and-out, and then we muffed a punt, and then they scored again. So it was just like, yo, what's going on here? But after like later on as the game progressed, we were just like, no, they can't handle us at all. TVD went 375 yards, 21 of like 28 or something with 5 drop passes and 5 touchdowns. So yeah, no. So we were actually a pretty good game.
I gotta say this though, boy, is Texas A&M overrated or what?
I tried telling these people.
I could say the same thing about LSU, but then FSU fans gonna be mad. So we'll just.
No, I don't think that's a shot towards Miami. I don't think that was.
No,
Yeah,
but that's not a top 25 team.
Oh yeah, no. We were just like when Texas A&M fans were just like, oh, Wegman's gonna throw for like 500. Like you guys completely overmatched New Mexico. He wasn't even getting pressured all game, and we knew our defensive coordinator loved to invite pressure. Like they couldn't even handle a corner blitz all game. So yeah, no, and on a better note, Cam Kinshin's the one who got carted off the field. He's doing good. All tests are good.
Good.
They're gonna keep him.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Are you guys taking on FSU this year? Then is that the case?
Yeah. I think that's gonna be a nationally televised game. Like depending on what FSU does to Clemson. Hey, look, hey, Harlan,
do you think you'll?
Don't be upset.
Hey, bro. Hey, that's just gonna be a beatdown, and you know it. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Where's it at?
It's
at Doak.
But that usually.
They'll sell out because if it's at Miami, it's not going to.
Up here.
Yeah, but no, like it doesn't even matter who's playing at home because I mean we both know that usually home is usually a good game, so it doesn't matter if it's at Miami or at FSU, so it doesn't really matter.
Hey, if you watch that Miami game against Texas A&M, and you watch a Florida State game against LSU, and you tell me that Florida State's not beating down Miami, you don't know football, baby.
Well,
that's gonna be a beatdown.
What I noticed between LSU and FSU is that Travis is your offense. He bails you guys out of a lot of stuff. And that's pretty much it. You shut down Travis. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. Wilson, he's inconsistent. We'll see how the season goes. He could be better later on. Keon Coleman's a dog. I told people that I think he's just that. We finally got some big linebackers to hold Trey Benson and Toafili. And I actually like our matchup with our D-line against your O-line. So I'm not really. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a beatdown.
I think it'll be close in the first half, and then Florida State pulls away by 2 or 3 scores.
No, never. Not, from what I saw today, no. Because if you notice the old Miami like last year, we probably would have gave up after that muff punt. We would have been pack it up and
look. Miami looked good. Miami looked a lot better. FSU obviously looks good.
No,
but
I mean,
Florida though,
put the pressure on Shelton.
Florida.
We're on the table. Who wins? Who you taking? Florida State or Miami?
Right now, Florida State.
Yeah, right now after these two, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, you guys are more proven. I'm not taking.
You watched the show this morning, Harlan. I see.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Harlan's
yes, you did.
He's always lurking.
Always watching. He's jelly.
Chinatown, what do you think about the Gators? You think we look good? Think we're back?
Welcome to the. You're not back, but welcome to the win column. I don't think you guys are back. SEC just looks this year. Like it's just, for some odd reason, like nobody's pulling away from the pack. Nobody looks consistent. So
yeah.
And honestly, Harlan, you could say this: ACC is 4-1 against the SEC so far this year. So
it is. We are, but I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah, no, same. We need bigger paychecks, man. They shorten us on all this money.
So what was your
such little brother energy? We're like, we're 4-1 this year, guys. Look how good we're doing. Shut the fuck
What
up.
was your game of the week?
Who are you asking?
Everybody. What was your one game of the week that you were like, oh wow, that was a good one?
You're talking about week 2?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely Texas, Alabama.
Yeah, I think that was a good game. I didn't see the Tulane Ole Miss game kind of lost me at the end and kind of lost its pizzazz.
Yeah,
it was a good game though. The Tulane didn't back down from
that Utah game was actually pretty good. It was boring.
Yeah, Utah game was
lot
good
of it,
too, but
came down to a little nail biter.
I'll be honest. After watching North Carolina, App State, I think Miami and Florida State might be the 2 best teams in the ACC. I don't know.
Well, what?
Who won that one?
North Carolina.
North Carolina
squeaked it. They squeaked it out.
2 overtimes, but also Appalachian.
Hey, who won? Texas Tech or Oregon? What's up,
Oregon?
bro? How does nobody know?
They were down by like 18. I don't know if they came back and won.
This is unbelievable. We're on a damn sports show here, and this is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas Tech and Oregon. Yeah. Sorry. I don't watch that one.
I mean, my game's still going on.
Oregon won. Oregon won.
That,
so everybody agrees pretty much it was Texas Alabama for the best game of the week.
Yeah. And got to deal with some loud Texas fans saying that they're finally back and they're That's just...
If you guys didn't watch, another heartbreaker was the Wisconsin
who won that
Washington
game?
Washington State.
Weird. I picked him.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Chad. I appreciate you, man, for calling in. I'm gonna pick on Harlan for a little bit, and then we're gonna move on. We got some people waiting.
We got Muddy Waters.
All right,
Joshua Keller.
Be good, man.
I'll see you November 11th,
man. What's up, Harlan? What do you want? Don't you have a kid or something?
2 dick and a handy.
Sleep, bro. He's asleep. Y'all are all happy now. Y'all giddy. You got to win in the win column.
No, I see some.
I mean, we're back.
I see some sticks. I see some sticks back there.
Oh yeah, I golf a little bit.
He knows better.
Shit.
He knows better.
Can we get a little
1v1? I think it was exciting.
$100 a hole?
No.
Oh,
I don't want.
It's a little steep for me.
Harlan's got a kid at home.
You do too.
I know, but I'm not worried about losing.
You know who you need to hook him up with.
Old
Your
Juddy
uncle.
Judd. Yeah. No, I think we look good. I mean,
I'm coming to the swamp this year. Shelton says he's going to hook me up.
Yeah, you're coming for the Florida State, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll do something. But look, I think we're excited because I mean, if we look good, what was the Southern Miss score for you guys?
It is 52-10. We just scored again. 59-10. 14 minutes left.
How did Frank Gore look?
I mean, dude, they had 85 yards of offense halfway through the third quarter, so not good.
Yeah, he's pretty much everything there. They lost 2 wide receivers to the NFL. One of them going to the Jets. That actually made the team. That was my early pick. I don't know if you remember that, Shelton.
I recall.
Yeah, I have it in my notes, my notepad.
So what, you don't like us being happy, Harlan? Is that what you're calling in to shut down our happiness?
No, I just wanted to come feel it out. Had some time, baby's asleep.
He,
Figured I'd
he
call
wanted to
No,
feel it
look,
out.
I think we're happy because I think we got what we were hoping to see, right? I mean, for all what you can get in that type of
We
game.
got
I mean,
Swamp Donkey, Pimpin' Patty.
What are you hoping out of that? You know what I mean? But I think we got what we wanted. So,
no doubt. Well, I don't want to hold y'all up. I see people in the chat. I want to talk to these Knowles fans. Man, I'm about to get out of here. You can't talk to me. I'm gonna take my W and get out.
Smart
I
man.
appreciate you calling in, big guy. We'll have to definitely link up. I respect you for surrounding yourself with ugly people, make you look even better than you already are. So.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Shout out to his YouTube page, Two Dicks and a Handy.
Yeah, there
is
it
what
is.
it's called.
No, double saws. Them boys do good over there. Be good, man. I appreciate you hopping in here.
All right, peace. See y'all.
Later, Bubba. Speaking of some new wings here, look at this guy.
Muddy Water.
Earns his wings today and decides to sack up and call in. What are we with a pleasure?
Took me 2.5 years. I'm going to see my father-in-law.
Hey, we got a phone call today. You figure out where to find the calling link too?
No, man. For the first time forever, my kids wouldn't sleep before 12.
Oh, true. Look at Muddy. Muddy's having himself a day here, boys. Beat his wife in laser tag.
You didn't let her win?
Heck no, man.
Oh shit, that's gonna be a problem later.
So what are we feeling, Muddy? You're always dropping the truth bombs. How are you feeling out there today?
Dude, man, right now, college football, I love it, but it's hell for us Gator fans. Right now, it feels like, Georgia, Florida State, they're the top 2 teams. Tennessee's right in the top 10. Yeah, but hopefully, after we beat McNeese State, it can only go up from now, huh?
You feeling pretty good? You feel a little better than last week, or you still think this week was more of a fluke?
I honestly, it depends on what Billy Napier is going to call. Last week, we ran the ball 10, 15 times. Today, we ran probably 60 times in the first half.
I think that just because I heard this too, the intensity in practice leveled up a little bit. I think I read, and so I don't know where it was, but I think Billy Napier knows that running the ball is what he needs to do, and I think that we just got down bad real fast, and that they just went into throw it all over the yard. We got to score points mode, and that's not the way we're going to win. Now, Mertz can throw the ball all over the yard. He showed that last week, and then today, obviously, he's a much better passer than what Anthony Richardson is. I think it's a definite upgrade, but I will say this, that I think Billy Napier knows that he needs to slow the game down. Defense looked good, not a lot of missed tackles.
Especially next week, we're playing UT's offense.
Yeah, which struggled.
A big thing to notice is, again, the checkdowns, right, where Mertz was making those throws. They're not flashy by any stretch, but here's the difference. One, the knowledge to just, hey, check it down, take your medicine, dump it off, right? The throw's not there. He's not going to force a throw. Number 2, hitting the throw in stride. We had a lot of issues where Anthony would go to dump that off and it zipped past his head. 3, the guy catching the ball is 10 times more talented than when we had catching the ball last year. I mean, Eugene caught the ball in open space, had 2 guys in front of him, literally split it, and the guy came 3 or 4 more yards. Now, is he going to have the same exact success against Tennessee and other teams? Probably not, but I don't think it's going to be completely flat-footed.
I think Eugene is something special. I think he's close to what we had in the past, and I hate to compare him to this, but a Percy Harvin or something like that. What everybody says it, everybody sees it. When he gets the ball in his hands, you just because you don't know what's going to happen. And he made it happen last week. Not enough because they didn't give him the ball enough, and then he made it happen this week. I think that guy is going to be an absolute unit. Tony-esque, I would say close, but he can catch the ball better than Tony. He runs better routes than Tony. But I think that's the kind of guy we have there. And then we haven't even scratched the surface because Mazzell and Andy Jean has not even really scratched the surface yet. And when we get those guys running too, and Pearsall going. Pearsall did a
Pearsall
lot
had
better
6
today.
catches for 150.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the scary part, dude. When you get one of those freshmen involved, like Wilson, that's going to take so much pressure off Purcell, man. He's going to get so many one-on-ones because right now it seems like teams are doubling him because they know, okay, well, right now he's the only true threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
we
we-
saw Ricky eat more because of the threat of that Pearsall ball and the dumps to Odom. I think if you watch again, like it wasn't flashy, but
I mean, Odom is no Pitts, right? But Odom is a
he's
tried
a
and
blanket.
true. He's a pacifier,
Well,
like what
I know
Shelton
after-
calls all the time.
After today, dude, Dante Sanders,
Gotta
he don't
go.
need to
Not
be
the
starting.
guy. He's not the
It's
guy.
like, I love the guy. He's been there, I think, 5 or 6 years because of COVID, but it's like you're a former defense lineman for a reason. You know, but I like the younger guy. Dude, Arliss Boardingham, man. That truck today, I don't know what he did earlier because I don't even think he played against Utah, dude. He looks so good.
Yeah, I think I want to see more of Arliss for sure. Again, when Dante jumped that ball, I was like, yeah. Dante's never really impressed me. But look, I think if you go back and watch just and kind of break it down,
They got another. They have another guy too.
Hanson.
That they gray. No, they gray shirted like 2 years. They just got him this year. I can't remember his name.
I know they got Hayden Hanson. They got what's his name? I know Tony
Livingston. We haven't seen much of Livingston yet either.
Well, I think last week against Utah, he caught that 2-yard pass wide open. He tripped, and the coaches were like, "You need work," you know.
Okay.
So, yeah, but dude, hey, really quickly, I don't know how many guys you got waiting on the other line, but what are your predictions for the Jaguars tomorrow?
I think they're gonna wear out Indianapolis. I actually
It's
wanted to
always
pick them
the
up.
Jags.
I wanted to pick their defense up on fantasy football.
I know. I'm torn. It's like I want Jaguars obviously to win, but I want AR to have success too. So
Here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that. AR has no weapons.
Yeah,
Pittman's the number 1 guy, and Jonathan Taylor's missing too.
Yeah, no wide receivers, no tight ends. There is a tight end. Ollie Cox. I'll pronounce it right because last time I got blasted on the internet. He's like a 70th ranked tight end in the league. He's not great. He has no weapons, and he's going to be running for his life. And they're going to peel him off Lucas Oil like they've done every other quarterback, unfortunately. And I really feel bad for Anthony because I think he's a great kid. But until they get weapons around him, they'll probably have to go and trade for some people and tank the season and get a high first round pick for a high end wide receiver. I don't know which one you get right now. But
he's gonna be a threat. He's gonna be a threat on his feet. It'll be interesting to see how the Jaguars are dressed.
But
Josh Allen, didn't he just request a trade? I heard.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, or no, I think he threw a fit because he didn't get picked as captain.
Dude, everyone's throwing a fit if they don't get paid right now.
No, he didn't get chosen as captain. I thought is what I heard. I don't know. Oh yeah, they announced 5 captains. He's no longer one of them.
I mean, if he gets more than 5 sacks in a year, I mean, yeah, really backed up. He had best year his rookie year.
Yeah, but are you gonna watch the game tomorrow? I'm assuming, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm so excited for Calvin Ridley. Like we are going to put everybody on the map right now. We're always labeled kind of as the bandy in the NFL. About to play everybody on notice.
KC looking a little slouched too. Jack should look good, man. I'm excited for it. But I appreciate. Hey man, Muddy, big day for you, man. You called in, earned your wings. Look, hey.
Yeah.
Always good questions.
Oh, bro, Muddy's always dialed in for questions, bro. I love it. Muddy's the chat guru. Appreciate you calling in, big guy. Good seeing you, man.
Yeah.
Love you, my guy.
Tell the kid, tell the wife we said happy birthday, and tell the kids we said hey.
We'll do, man. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Go Gators. Joshua.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man? You got to back up from the camera. I'm looking down in the green room, and your like head's like right here. I'm like, buddy's about to come get me.
What's up? How about them Gators?
How about them Gators?
I'm fired up.
How about them Gators?
I fucking love that.
Billy Napier did it tonight. He's like, I'm putting
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah.
Don't notice.
So you're feeling pretty good then.
He said we had no run game. Watch this.
Even though it's McNeese defense. And then he put in, I think it was our fourth string quarterback in like the last couple minutes.
Yeah, we were down
I
to
can't
our
remember his
walk-on.
name off the top of my head.
Yeah, Micah Leon.
Is that the IMG white
He
kid?
looked pretty good as well.
IMG junior varsity, not
I think
white,
so.
white, like the white, the
Can y'all still
IMG
hear
white
me?
team. Yeah.
Can y'all still hear me?
You're kind of cutting it out really bad, Josh.
Change your Wi-Fi, or go cellular if you're on your phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. Can y'all still hear me now? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
You're
you.
just a little glitchy.
Oh, that's even worse. Tell the wife to stop playing Mario Kart.
You there, Josh?
Hey guys, mic check. 1, 2.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Try calling back. Try hanging up and calling back in, Josh. We'll get back in. I
We
don't
got-
know what's going on. But
We got Pimpin' Patty.
look at it. Pimpin's gonna be pissed.
Pimpin's gone.
Pimpin's losing his. Ooh.
Hey.
He almost
This is
lost
the
his
first.
spot, Pimp.
Hey, this is the first time I've ever been on with Pimpin' Patty.
No, it's not. It's the second time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
did.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
all right,
yeah.
buddy.
Well, Pimpin, can you give us your diagnostic of the game, please?
It's great to be a Florida Gator, right? I mean,
Yes.
I say that like half-assed, like
Oh,
half-heartedly,
shit.
all
Here we
that
go.
way, because everybody checking me down. Like, what do you mean? Like, everybody's like, oh God, like Napier needs to win a championship. So I guess he has to be Sabian, Sabian, because that's what Saban does when he's gonna reach this next level. Or small, like, dude, get a good coach, win a few games. That's Spurrier, right? Like, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I mean, he got one natty, and well, he got like 8 like SEC championships, but different times.
The league
But
was
real
different
quick,
then.
but real quick, like, we did good, right?
We look good. I think that's the big takeaway. Is that I think we did.
We did, right? Like, I mean, it's crazy hearing Gator fans. It's crazy hearing any fans. Like, your team got one natty in your entire career of 150 years. Like, nah, next year we need another. Like, so you fire your coach. Georgia got lucky, right? Because they fired fucking what's
Rick.
his nuts? Mark
Your
Rick.
dad's-
He's a good coach.
Yeah,
Yeah, he won a bunch of
but
games,
Mark
but didn't win the big
Rillick
one.
went like 10 years without getting it done, dude.
But I will say this: that Billy Napier did not walk into the same situation that obviously Kirby Smart did. We've talked about this a bunch, right?
Oh,
Like,
hell nah.
So Georgia was a built IndyCar team, right? All they need was a driver. And when
I can't tell you what they needed, but it really.
no, Kirby's so listen, Kirby Smart was the Indianapolis 500 driver to win the game. And so Billy Napier goes into Florida, and the car's on jacks. It has no wheels, no engine, no transmission. It's a shell. It's wrecked. You know what I mean? Am I wrong?
No, this is not good. Like, I have no idea what people expect. I'm trying to understand what people are saying to me.
We kind of talked about this today in our did you see our college football pregame show? I don't know if you saw that or not.
But I just
Him and Patty was still asleep.
Oh, okay.
No, we had I'm a good dad. I stay awake all hours, but I can't just scheme YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I catch up with y'all later. Y'all ahead of me. Like, that's all I'm saying.
So we talked to an Alabama fan and we kind of talked to him today. And he's a content creator, and he was like, we're like, if Sark wins this, is Bama over? And he's like, no, Saban's already, they have a statue of him. Like he, just because they win this game, it doesn't mean it's everything.
So, real quick, after you guys are done speaking, I would like to point out something. But when it's my time,
Go ahead.
All right. So, in this most recent generation, this is speaking 10 years. So let's go back. Let's roll it back. Urban Meyer.
Okay, so I wasn't a Gators fan for Urban Meyer. I was Mickey.
I did need you to be. I was trying to tell you the
I was
story.
just saying.
You just rudely interrupted it. Just paint the story.
Sorry.
Right?
Go ahead.
Real quick. So you come back no Alabama, or some Alabama. That dude there before Urban Meyer, I can't remember his name. Some fucking lackey, I can't remember his name right now. He could be the greatest college. Anyways, let's go back there. Let's go back to Bobby Bowden at Florida State. Let's go back to I can't remember his name. He's at Florida. Steve Jackson. Oh wait, Steve Spurrier. And then let's go back to these Big Ten coaches, and I can't remember their names. I ain't gonna front with you because I think the Big Ten's soft. But let's go to that guy at Pennsylvania and that guy over there. And anyways, these were coaches connected to schools undeniably. Florida State is not Florida State without Bobby Bowden. University of Florida is not University of Florida without fucking Spurrier, right? But here's where we get crazy. Let's go past that. Let's stop it at Spurrier. Let's stop it at Bowden. Let's stop it at this other guy in this other school. Whatever you want to do. We're doing it wrong.
I think you're thinking Bear Bryant for Alabama.
No, it was a low key shot at
Patty? We got to wrap this thing up here, bub. We got people waiting. Taking the long way to go around the merry-go-round.
What are we getting at?
What are we going for? Take me home, baby.
That's rude, but I'll give you this one time. We're doing it wrong, right? We're all hiring coaches at the rate automatic gunfires with no results. So now, Spurrier in Florida, that's a feeling. Bowden in Florida State, that's a feeling. That dude up there, oh my God, I can't remember because he got caught in those rape charges.
Doesn't matter.
That guy, that doesn't matter. I think his name is Spanish. Doesn't matter. Anyways, connect to his school without raping people. It's a good job. There's no spirit to these schools anymore. What school can you connect any coach's name to? Which one?
Pat, can you give me a prediction? Can you give me a prediction for next week against Tennessee? What's your score prediction?
Oh, holy hell! A decent game, brother.
What's the prediction?
What you mean?
What do we think the score is?
He's trying to ask me to predict who wins, a Hedgehog or a fucking what was the Tasmanian Devil? Hedgehog, Tasmanian Devil. These are two schools, young, promising things.
Mm-hmm.
Florida eats, brother, because it's in Gainesville.
Okay.
But honestly, Sheldon, you didn't answer my email. I don't think you're blind.
I don't have an email from you.
No, you do.
We did this last time.
No,
we did this last time.
Can I give you my email and you email me first?
Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me, and then I gotta get my next person. What is your email?
Thomas, Thomas, Nelson, 1110.
Hold on. Thomas. I don't have an email from you, bad baby. All right, Thomas. Nelson.
I did it. If one of my old females get me on this, you're gonna be in trouble. Thomas Nelson.
Old females.
1110. So 3 1s and a 0.
Uh-huh.
Outlook.
That's your problem.
Outlook. What's an outlook?
My wiener when it's looking down. But
Yeah.
anyhow.
All right, I emailed you there. Told you.
You emailed me?
I did already.
My watch says different. But technically, look, dude, honestly, I have.
Look.
Just get it done. Like, I'm not just funny. I have other sides that I've been trying to show you, but you just ignore my email.
I didn't ignore you, Pippin. I didn't ignore you. But I got people waiting, Pippin. Let me get them. I emailed you. You emailed me back. I appreciate you as always calling in, big guy.
All right, Bubba. Let me know.
Be good, man. Go Gators, Bubba. Pippin Patty's always a treat. Presley, what's going on? Look at
What's up? How you doing?
Look at a little
How you
Gator
doing?
light. Look at this little feng shui we got going on here.
What is that? Is that a pumpkin?
This? No, it's a candle. See?
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Looks
Got
like
a
a
helmet
pumpkin.
back there. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pleased with tonight. So tonight was good. I think we got back to a winning formula because last week 44 passing attempts isn't going to work for us. I don't think. Maris is not that type of quarterback to be doing that. And we had what? We had 21 carries last week. That's not going to do it, especially against a top 12 team like Utah was that almost got beat by Baylor.
Can you read me off the stat line for this week, Cressley?
This week,
Sorry.
yes. This week we had let's see. We went 14. No, that's McNeese. We went 17 pass attempts for Mertz. We had 14 of them were completed, 193 yards, 1 touchdown through the air, and he had 1 rushing touchdown. And a lot of the passes were just quick outs to like your players. You know, this is what I want Mertz to do. I want him to get the ball to his guys. Mertz doesn't need to do anything special. He just needs to get the ball to his playmakers, let them make plays, and that's what he did today. Pierce saw, I don't know what happened with McNeese's secondary, but he just burnt that dude. He looked like Eli Apple out there. And then you had Eugene Wilson. He was kind of cooking on these little screen passes. So I'm excited to see him. I think he's going to have a big game versus Tennessee.
What'd the running backs do, Cressley?
Running backs, we had
All three
51
of them.
carries. We had 51 carries. We had Montreal Johnson for 15 carries. He had 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Trevor Etienne had 11 carries for 84 yards, 1 touchdown. And Trayon Webb, who I was really impressed by, he's a bruiser. He's out there just running people over. He had 71 yards for 2
He ran with the first
touchdowns.
team too.
Yeah, I was excited to see that.
He ran the third possession. He took the ball and took it to the house.
Yeah, it's good. I'm like, it's a little mini Montreal Johnson out there. That's what he.
So,
looked
but the announcers were atrocious from ESPN. They were kind of
I
talking
didn't have the sound on. I was watching the Bama Texas game up here and watching the Florida one down here. So
You don't have the quad cam going?
Yeah, you got
quad cam. Oh, I don't got the quad cam. No.
Oh, you gotta get YouTube.
I don't
Hey,
have
guess
YouTube
what?
TV. I just got ESPN app. Yeah.
Get YouTube TV. Well worth the purchase. Number one. Number two, I figured out why quad cam wasn't working because Notre Dame got delayed, and in my area, Notre Dame
screwed everything up.
It screwed all the quad cam up this
Yeah,
week. As soon as Notre Dame went off, I got quad cam back again. So thanks, Notre Dame.
You got quad.
Thanks.
You got quad blocked.
Yeah, I got quad blocked by Notre Dame. Thanks. Was I not flipping out earlier?
Yeah, I thought that was weird. But no, look, I mean, again, it's
So
hard to get
I know you asked the
pumped
other guy your thoughts on Tennessee. What are your thoughts on this Tennessee match coming up?
Gator's by 100.
Dude, I don't want to piss off any fans anymore, Florida fans, because obviously I'm Gators by a million, maybe. But I don't know, man. I think being at home is going to be exciting. We'll see what Milton can do. Obviously, he's a threat, but I think, like, again, Billy was able to get in his system, get controlled. Nobody made mistakes. That's what he's trying to get to. If we can get into that rhythm, I'm excited.
Offensive line.
Yes. The push we had on that line.
The offensive line looked dominant today, and I get it's the second tier team.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it, but no penalties. It was clean football.
I didn't.
And that-
I didn't notice Damian George, and that's a good thing. Ooh, he
No,
got-
No, I
noticed
did. I
when
did
he-
notice
when he-
him.
when he
I
pulled
noticed him.
and-
He was
and
getting.
ran up the
He was
field.
getting
Yeah,
pulled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the line was awesome, and I'm happy the right side showed up today. So it's always good to see.
What
Mertz
I
had
ask
time.
you this: defensively, from last year to this year, what do you think? Night and day?
Oh,
Are you convinced?
Look, so I saw a lot of people last week, overreacting to this defense. Personally, I thought it was fine. There was a lot of this princely hate for no reason about his motor and his effort and his want to be a Gator. That wasn't called for. He had a bad game. Yes, he wasn't there last week. Okay, but I don't think you should attack the guy and his want to be a Gator and his effort on the field.
He was also getting double teamed. I yelled at my son.
He did tonight too.
Yeah, and I yelled at my son today. I screamed across the field like a banshee today because he didn't effort on one play. Oh, and he had a false start on at tight end, and I screamed at him. And I felt like oh godly, like I get it now. But you can't. The kids want to play. It's not effort. They want to make it to the league.
Yeah, that's one of the worst arguments anybody can ever bring up is their wants to play. It makes no sense to me. I just don't get. There's other things you can critique. Just watch the game. You don't go for the easy option to say, oh, they don't want to play. So I don't know. That just gets me. That's like a pet peeve of mine. It's like,
they caught him out last year during the Oregon State game too.
Come on.
How do you feel about Armstrong over Patrick Toney?
So here's my thing with Patrick Toney. Last year, I'm a big just give the guy at least a year, give him some time. I don't like these coaches going out 2 years, just 2 years, you're done. I don't think that's
unless they're
elite,
right?
Exactly. Unless you're gonna get rid of this guy to bring in like a Kirby Smart or a Nick Saban, like some elite guy, even a Lincoln Riley like USC did. But I think we need to give people time. And Patrick Toney, he wasn't great last year, but then again, I don't know if he had all the personnel he wants for his defense. And from what I've heard from him before last season, his defense did sound sort of complicated. But one thing I will say is I think it might be a blessing in disguise that he did go take the job for the Cardinals, because the energy Patrick Toney had matched Billy Napier's energy, and that's good and all, but there wasn't that fire coming from a coach, right? But Austin Armstrong, he has that energy, right? And it's good to have that energy, but it's also good to have Napier to reel him in. So
yeah, I think the stature, like the centering, right, which is Billy, keeps it cool and collected.
Exactly.
But I think
he got a little chocolate chip cookie dough today. He meshed out a vanilla bean a little bit. He got in a little bit of asses. He got a little chocolate chip cookie dough. Now he's not full on Rocky Road like what Armstrong is. I will say this. I will say this. So Billy Napier sent. I keep coming on this. Billy Napier sent Austin Armstrong to Kirby Smart for a year, and I think Billy Napier was playing the long game, and he knew, yes, I'm going to a big program. I don't know what it is. I like this guy. He's young. He's energetic. This is my guy of the future for a defensive coordinator. Let me go send him to Kirby Smart, which is a very good friend of Billy Napier. They text together. So does Nick Saban. They're a little trio. And let me go send him. I want him to learn Kirby Smart's system. I want him to learn his energy, how he treats players. And then I'm going to bring him back when I get the big job. And that just shows you. He did it at Southern Miss. He said,
I think Patrick Toney was pushed out. I don't think he
agreed. I think Patrick Toney was I think he wanted what happened was that he wanted him, but he got the job for a defensive coordinator position. He already had Patrick Toney as a DC at Louisiana, and Southern Miss gave him the DC position, and Billy Napier said, that's a win-win for me, because if he turns this terrible Southern Miss defense that was ranked 165 in the nation, around which he did the nasty bunch, He turned it around right away. Year one with no talent. JUCO. I mean, they scraped everybody. JUCO. Mississippi doesn't have a bunch of talent. I think that it's a big deal what Austin Armstrong is going to be. Now, how do you retain that guy? That's my question, because his defense is already showing up. This defense is better than – this is the best Gator defense that I've seen, minus Will Muschamp.
Muschamp was something different. But Creston,
I like that 2019 defense a lot. So
give me your score prediction for the Tennessee game before we move on to the next one.
Okay. I don't think Joe Milton's good. I've been saying it all off season and season. And of course, I'm going to say this, and next week he's going to have a Heisman performance. That just happens.
He never loses in Florida.
But anyway, he has that that good deep ball, but can he throw it on target? I don't know. I think what we need to stop is the run game more than anything. We need to stop Joe Milton and his mobility. If we can limit that, I think we can limit the big plays. And I've had the Gators in my preseason prediction, and I'm going to stick with the Gators right now. They're don't forget Tennessee, you're 2-16 against us, 18 years. We own you. Give me the Gators. I'm going to say like 28-24. The Gators kill the clock. They speed up this game. They get back to the run. I think we can walk out there with a W. If not, I think Tennessee will barely win, like 31-27, something like that. So
I love it.
Real quick.
Well, Creston, I appreciate
questions.
Oh yeah.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Is that piano behind you?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
You can play a little bit. Play a little bit. Or
can you shred us a going away song?
Can we get a little bit?
I don't know if
a
you
little
can
something?
even hear it.
Hit it. We'll see if we can hear it.
Oh, bro, he's got the John Lennon.
Oh yeah, we can hear it. Go ahead.
Out.
Oh my god, bro. Okay.
He's got the John Lennon locks, bro. I wasn't expecting the long.
Oh yeah, I usually I got it up. I don't know what to play. What should I play?
Anything.
I mean, just play your best thing, like that, like the woo the chicks, like you know what I mean.
I could play Your Song by Elton John.
Play it.
I mean that's
Tiny Dancer's a good one by Elton John. I mean, any of it.
I'm not great, but hey, I'll give my best shot.
You have a piano.
I should learn. I
you
should
better
learn.
be good.
I won't back down. I should learn. I won't back down.
That's your goal for next week.
What? I won't back down in a week.
Have it for next Saturday. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on now.
I got a hammer in my bench for some reason. All right.
Do you not love having me on here?
He set this up.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't have a clue. He didn't have a clue I was going to
How
get
did you
that. We got the best fucking viewers ever. Jesus Christ.
Let's go to the bridge or the chorus. And you can tell everybody. Oh, wait, ready? And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but without every song. I hate being put on the spot.
Oh, dude, this is amazing. I love, bro. Being able to play an instrument is awesome. I love this.
Nasty.
There we go.
Only at High Top Sports you get this.
Bro,
I actually perform in a lot of like concerts, so yeah.
Guys, like, yeah, I'm a little shaky. He's like, yeah, I'm actually Beethoven's
I
second cousin.
don't play piano concerts, but I do sing, so it's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm big.
Have you got that? What's the famous one on Golden Hour or whatever it is?
I used to be able to play it a bit.
Oh, Jesus!
I don't even remember. Let's see.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Golden Hour, right?
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
Oh, what was the I don't remember the notes.
Can you please learn "Won't Back Down" by next Saturday? And when we beat
Yeah,
Tennessee,
and I'll
you
also
call
learn
in,
Golden Hour, right? I'll
and
go
we'll
over that.
we'll do
over
a
that.
sing along for "Won't Back Down." Is that
Oh yeah,
fair?
Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
baby.
Please,
There
can we have a
ain't no
concert?
easy way out. Oh yeah, sure.
Oh,
Why not?
for
After
sure.
we
I
All
will
right.
belt it.
Well,
Rocky
I'm gonna let you go so
Oh,
you can go practice. You need to go
Yes,
practice.
sir. Awesome. Have a good night, yo.
Presley, you're amazing, incredible singing and piano. Thank you for doing that.
The
No
best.
problem. Very
That
Do
was
we
soon.
not
awesome.
have the best fans
That was
ever?
awesome. That
Hey,
was
best
incredible.
show.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Can you do the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? Bro,
Muffin
unreal,
Man.
dude. I go, you go, is that a piano? I go, what the fuck?
Listen, I'm
Josh, you
locked
back,
in on
baby?
these
You
things.
get it fixed, big guy?
Yes, sir. I got it fixed.
All right, baby. Talk to me.
All right, I gotta go pee.
Well, first I would like to say, how about them Gators again? And then
How
second,
about them Gators?
I would like to say, and then I got a prediction for next week that y'all are going to love, and as a Gator Nation and the Gator fan base, y'all are going to love this prediction. First of all, Gators by 1,000,000. Second of all, I think Jalen Kimber gets an interception and takes it to the crib for a pick six to win the game.
Who does? Kimber?
Jalen Kimber.
We need a pick, right? We need a pick from the boys.
Yep. And
I like
seal
that.
the deal, just to seal the deal, you know?
So we'll be up, but then we're gonna get a pick six to close it down.
Yep.
I like that.
Final prediction. I don't think Tennessee's got very much firepower as they did last year. So I'm going to go with 35-14. 35-14.
Really?
Yep. The Swamp's going to be rocking and rolling and ready to go.
I think for the fact that we were 88,000 strong today in a ruckus game one, of course you would expect it to be that, but with all the hate you've been hearing, you would be a little nervous that it could be a little slow, but it was wild.
I think Etienne and Montreal is going to both have at least 100 yards on the ground. At least 100. At least 100 yards.
If they look like they look like anything tonight, you got to think they will, right?
Yep.
Well, I love it, man.
We got a bet. We got a really good running back group, and nobody's talking about our running backs. They're talking about everybody else's running back duo. So
Sure.
I think when we put Tennessee on blast this week, this coming Saturday, and that Swamp gets packed, you better watch out.
Look, this game's gonna be huge. It's bigger than just the fact that it's Tennessee. You take this W again. You kind of go back to what I said. I think if we got off the right foot with Utah, you're rolling into Georgia undefeated. You win this game, you're rolling to Georgia with one loss, right? Because you go to Charlotte, you go to Kentucky, who hasn't looked outstanding. I think Vandy is before Georgia as well, who doesn't look, electric, and it's going to be at home. So Tennessee is going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one to get the ball rolling and to prove that, hey, we can go and knock down a big team. But look, they're a top 10 team for a reason, and they're hungry, and they're gonna be confident and cocky. But look, if we got to stick to it. We got to stick to like we looked to today. Again, we never really felt pressure, and how can we make sure that we can control that? We'll see. We'll see though.
Well, see, another thing about today's game is we really didn't. The offensive line did their job, and seems like they got better, light years better than what they were last week. I think it was a lot of hate coming from the Gator fan base towards that O-line, and I think they knew that they had a job to do today, and that if they were going to please the Gator Nation, they were going to have to get it done some way or somehow. And they proved that tonight. Them boys were ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll.
I mean,
and I think
it's
they're
hard
going
to
to be
really
even
tell.
more ready.
It's always hard to tell again. Bro, USC put up 49 against Stanford in the first half, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say something to the Miami fans and the FSU
yeah.
fans, but
Yeah.
I might wanna keep my mouth shut on that one. I was gonna say, but Miami, I can talk all the trash I want because we kind of taken care of them in the past couple of games that we've had. We beat them in Hard Rock Stadium one year for the opener of the 2020 season when we had
That
Kyle
was,
Trask and
I think that was Camping World.
Camping World Stadium.
Yeah, but close. Yeah, it was close. They don't. It doesn't matter. They don't sell
but
that
to
place out
FSU
anyway. That was a buy one get one free game. They couldn't sell that place out. It's really pathetic.
I will say FSU more like FS who saw the face mask last year.
They look good this year, though. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure.
I think we can still. I think we still have a running back group that if we get off to a hot start against them too, that's at the end of the year. But I think we're gonna build each week and get better. And that locker room come Saturday, we're gonna be ready to go out on the field and show Tennessee what we're about. Because
for sure,
like we ain't backing down. We ain't backing down in our home stadium, baby.
I see what
We
we did
about
there.
to show it. We about to show them. Once
Well, Josh,
again,
man,
how about them Gators? And go Gators! And we love Gator football over here. And if you ain't with us or ain't for us, then you can go on down the line, go down
yes, sir.
go on down the road and get on out of here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you for calling back in after your technical difficulties, boss. We'll see you next
Yes,
week.
sir.
Hopefully,
And I'll see
we're
you
getting buck
next
nasty
week.
next Saturday.
Oh yeah. How about them Gators? Let's keep on rolling, baby. Let's keep on
How
rolling.
about it, baby? Chomp, baby. Good, be good, man. Thank you, Mitchell Phillip.
We got a superstar in the chat. We got a superstar too sitting here waiting.
I know.
Hello.
Hello.
What a game.
Yeah, fired up.
No, not really.
Okay.
But I mean, it's always fun watching the boys play on a Saturday.
True. Getting a dub
for sure
feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too. Go ahead.
What was your thought? What was your takeaway? Like, not too excited, but what's your overall thought?
I didn't like that. I'm confused as to why Billy didn't have Mertz throw the ball. Like, he had like one deep shot, but there weren't very many long passes, which I think is going to be needed against Tennessee.
I'll tell you why.
There's a comment below, but probably help a little bit. John just put that in there because I think there was a lot of question marks on that. Can you see the comment, Mitchell?
Let me read it here for a second.
Did you guys check out Ricky Pearsall's after game comments? They were playing 3 high safeties to keep everything in front. You don't throw deep balls against 3 high safeties. To be fair, they weren't really stacking the box. I mean, they definitely had 3 and 4 linemen. They had 5 or 6 guys in the box at the time, so that makes sense. And look, this is what I was just saying a minute. I don't know who was on the show. There's been a bunch of people on, but the check down throws, that's what we complained about that Anthony would not do. He would throw into the coverage or couldn't hit the check downs. I mean, Graham Mertz had 4 incomplete passes. 1 was dropped by Dante, which shouldn't have been, right? So, yeah, we want to see the flash, but he took care of the ball, he protected it, and he gave it to the playmakers and let them do their work. The thing is, too, which was confusing to me is when he needed to last week, the buddy slung the football around because they stacked the box and he had the ability to throw, and he threw perfectly fine. So, to be honest with you, I liked it because we saw a little bit of both. We saw him able to throw on a really good defense, and we showed like, hey, we can run. Now the defense wasn't as great, but now the offensive line has confidence to throw and to run, and that to me excites me. So those are the things that I was excited about.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with what you're saying there. It makes sense that he's gonna, run the ball or do check downs to, screen pass short game if they're keeping everyone deep. But I guess I didn't really see that while I was watching, but I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about the Tennessee game. I don't think that we're going to win that game. Just because I haven't seen enough good stuff like 15 yards down the field, 10 plus yards down the field from Mertz yet. I know he can do it, but I just haven't seen it yet. I we're doing a lot of tight end stuff, like short range. I don't know.
I think the
I'm a little
idea
bit-
that look again, you're trying to compare two different things here, right? Because you see what
Mitchell-
Tennessee, you see what USC does. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
You see what USC does, and you see these guys putting up 49, 59 points a game. Like it's like, wow, these guys can just go score with ease. That's not the style for Florida. They want to run the ball, put it on your throat, take 5-6 minutes off the clock. Now probably 7, and then all they got to do is get a stop. They get a big stop. They get the ball back. They do the exact same thing. They're up 14, maybe 10, and we're going into the second quarter, and their defense is fresh. That's kind of the game plan there. So Florida isn't looking to get into a shootout with Tennessee. And I think Mertz showed
I
the
don't know
ability
about
that
that. I mean, Billy did that last year.
Okay, but Billy wasn't
I think Anthony forced the hand to have to do that though.
correct.
Because they couldn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't a game management into the system to where
This-
the checkdowns were there. They were able to control the game. Yes, if you have to, you have to. But that's not the. They don't walk out the tunnel and say, "Hey, we're gonna get in a shootout with these boys." I don't think that's ever the game plan. I don't think that's ever gonna be that. We saw that a lot with Mullen and Trask. Like that was fun to watch. We enjoyed watching that, but I just don't see us doing that.
I'm gonna say this: wipe whatever you saw last year out of your mind. It never happened. Hit the Men in Black button on yourself. It never happened because that's not what we're doing this year. You know what I mean? Hit the neuralizer. It's gone. It's gone forever. You never seen it last year.
The sound effect.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying that completely different teams, but
You got to slow the Tennessee offense down, right? The defense
that's true.
is terrible. So what you're going to do is you're going to run it down their throat, and then you're going to Mertz only has to make 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 game-winning passes, not game-winning, but game-time passes, and we have seen with the practice with the last 2 games he can do that, and so you have to you can't get in a shootout like last year. The shootout didn't work. We tried that last year. We did. It didn't work.
Yeah, they tried it because Tennessee's defense is weak in their defensive backs, right? They have a decent run defense.
Not
and
this year. No.
I still think their strength on defense is their run, and their weakness is in their DBs. So
they haven't played anybody.
Billy's going to try
bud.
to throw. Billy's going to try to throw.
He's not
And
going.
if-
He's
and
not
if Mertz
airing it
can't
out.
do it-
Nope. He's gonna. I'm telling you what he's gonna do. He's gonna slow because the new clock rules. He's gonna slow. He's gonna slow the game down. He's gonna keep it in a couple possessions, and he is gonna trust the defense, which what he has done the last 2 games, to make a couple stops, and he's gonna slow it down. It's not gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be nowhere near. Take the under. Take the under.
It's
Whatever
hard to
the under
say.
is,
It's hard to
take
say,
the
right?
under.
We already saw Billy do it week 1. We already saw him do it. Like it might happen again in Tennessee. I mean,
It was a freak,
I
it was a freak
disagree.
game.
I don't disagree with Mitchell because again, we did see week 1 he came out and started slinging the football. Right? He did. I expected a run first play. He threw it, and we'll see. Look, I'm hoping whatever they come out and do, they're able to just stay consistent. And if they don't make dumb mistakes, I just want to see I just want to see him go through his process without dumb shit getting into the way. That's what I want to see. I feel like last week we never really got on our feet because dumb shit was happening. This week, obviously, we didn't have that issue and we looked really good. So
I'm hoping for a a Gator win plus 10, but I think it's going to be Tennessee 31, Florida 20. That's my prediction.
Can we get one? All right. We love to rip their hearts out. Can we get like one bomb for a tutty, like with 3 seconds left to rip their hearts out? Can we get that prediction? Just to get the good
I don't
Gator
want that. I want to
juice
smash.
going.
I want to punch.
No, I like when you reach out.
No,
rip,
I want to
rip
we've
their
had,
heart
we
out
have
when they're.
many of those. I want to punch in the mouth. But Mitch, I appreciate you calling in, big guy. Thank you, man. Well,
Yeah, no problem.
be sure to call
Appreciate
in, win or lose. We'll discuss to see who's right or wrong about this.
Alrighty. Thanks,
Anyway.
guys.
See ya.
Blakey Blake.
Sports with Blake, the man,
What's
the
up?
myth, the legend.
I don't know about all that, but what's up, guys? Y'all doing all right?
What's up? Oh yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like some people have been partying right after the game too. It's good.
I mean,
good. Love it.
That's what we're supposed to.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. You know, I just hope they don't call anybody else, you know. But yeah, man. What do y'all think about the game? I know I kind of came in a little late. I was in the comments a little bit. So what do you think?
So I think Billy Napier did everything he wanted to do during this game. He established the run. The defense looked good. The D-line that was getting there, but not all the way there, got there this weekend against the not great McNeese State offensive line and quarterback.
Correct.
I think that truthfully, they imposed their will on them. They did everything they wanted to. They tested some stuff out. They got some guys in there. Max Brown, we saw Max Brown. That was good. Everybody was clamoring for him. Trayon Webb looked good. We got the ball to Wilson more, which I think is that guy is going to be electric. That's the way I feel. But what about you? What's your evaluation of the game?
They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They did. I'm gonna tell it like if you ever coach little league football, you might have heard the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. That's exactly what the Florida Gators should have done tonight. Was just keep it simple, and that's exactly what they did. It's like the one night in one game that I can go. I have no problems with the offensive play calling because they ran it 51 times, 327 yards, 6 touchdowns. Graham Mertz, 17 passing attempts. That's where I kind of want to see him. I don't want to see him throw it for 35 times.
We never want to see that.
No, I don't want to see that. I want to see the Florida Gators be physical at the offensive line if they can do that, especially going into week 3. But I want to see a Florida Gator offensive line that's physical. Hopefully they get their center back next week. That'll be a huge upgrade. But, I'm just hoping, this is a big morale boost, a big confidence boost for the Florida Gators, because that's what they want to be. They want to be a run-first team. They want to be a 65% run, 35% pass, if that. And if they can run the ball effective, that will open up for Graham Mertz in the play action, the passing game, and just, if he has to do little check downs, give it to his guys in space, like a Eugene Wilson, even though he's a true freshman. He doesn't play like a true freshman. Plays like a guy who knows what the hell he's doing out there. Play the best guys. And I love Eugene Wilson.
What's that? Senior out there already, which is fun to watch. But I think, I think
he's confident.
We checked all the boxes, right? I think that's where the excitement comes from. Is like you said, they kept it simple. The biggest, the one that really excited me was the 99-yard touchdown drive. I mean, just cruised right down the football field. I don't think there's a drop pass. Maybe that was a Dante Sanders drop touchdown pass. I don't recall, but just cruised right down the field. Again, you expect us to do this. You would hope to see this against McNeese State, but remember USF? We were a dogfight last year. We didn't really see it until Eastern Washington, who still put up 14 against us. It sucks that it's the 7th on the scoreboard, but I don't feel it was like 7-0. And Jaden Rashad, they were just slinging the ball tonight here, boys. Golly, watching him sling it is ridiculous. But I loved it, and I think everyone, the confidence is resurging back for Florida. Just watching the entire SEC look a little bulimic.
Weak. Yeah, I mean it is. Was it Auburn down to Cal right now, 10-7?
I hope Auburn loses. I hope Auburn gets absolutely fucking
They just threw a pick.
Bama lost to Texas.
Cal's got the ball. God dang. Cal's driving again. Damn.
I hope they kick that ass, bro, because I kept saying, who's Auburn going to beat? And they're like, well, no. Auburn's trash. I said that, and everyone want to give them their flowers. I would love for this. Surprisingly, it's like I don't mind the SEC team. Some of the teams that have been losing, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean they're excited because they got Peyton Thorne, the former Michigan State quarterback, and they're excited about him and all that kind of stuff. And then Hugh Freeze, but it is what it is. But
the West is wide open, so LSU's down, Bama's down, so Ole Miss, Mississippi State, they're undefeated.
Ole Miss is not great. Ole Miss, I watched that Tulane game. They're not great,
man.
Tulane they had to bring their fucking lunch pail today because Tulane had everything they wanted. Now, Tulane is not a great recruiter out of Louisiana.
Now, Tulane on the North Shore. They had their backup quarterback in today, right?
Yeah, they had their backup quarterback and sometimes their third string quarterback because his helmet kept popping off. Yeah, I watched every single snap. Ole Miss is down bad.
I mean, they're always like. I mean, Lane Kiffin. That's Lane Kiffin. That's. That might be a different conversation, but this is why I don't like head coaches being, play callers, is because Lane Kiffin always has a terrible defense, And if Tulane
Yeah.
can do that against them, what do you think? Ole Miss is going to. That's just Lane Kiffin's team. I mean, they're going to have
What would
explosive
FSU
offense,
do
but
against them?
against Ole Miss?
Yeah, light them
would-
up.
Yeah, FSU would destroy them. I mean, I hate to say that because I can't stand FSU like with a passion. I can't stand them. I can go on and on about that one. My God, where I'm at.
Harlan showing some love says, "How many wins does UF end with?" I got 6. Why is SEC so bad? Love you, love you, Harlan. I like more. I like more. I think
the quarterback, the quarterbacks have really been just depleted out of the SEC. We don't know what we have. I think that it's just not a great year for the SEC. I think it's not a bad year, but it's just average. It's not.
We
a
talked about
world
in the
beater.
morning show. If you haven't checked out our High Top Game Day, it's an absolute banger. But I think the portal has leveled things out more than we were able to comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
And guys aren't able to hold on to talent as like they used to. And you said the NFL draft's part of it. Guys are going a lot earlier. Like Anthony Richardson should have never went. Right, that was a big one for sure. Rice, obviously, he had to go. And you had Jalen Milroe. I just don't know if the development's going away. I don't know. I mean, Georgia
Tennessee
still looks fine.
Tennessee lost their QB.
Yeah, I think it's just a transition.
Kentucky lost their.
That could be a good point. And usually,
Kentucky lost their QB.
Everything isn't in sync, but it's like almost everybody's in sync of a whole. The entire SEC is actually, except LSU and Arkansas, and LSU already lost.
Yeah, it's just kind of leveled out. It's not. You don't have the world beaters like what you usually do in the SEC. I think it's going to be a great year for football. Truthfully, now that's a little bit leveled out. Alabama, we don't know what they have now. Obviously, number 2, Ole Miss. They got 25 quarterbacks, but it seems like they can't get it all together. They barely win against Tulane. Not a elite team. They're pretty
Tulane's
good. They're
pretty
well
good.
coached.
Tulane's pretty good.
But they're not.
Tore up USC last year.
They're not Bama. And then the head scratcher today, Texas A&M losing to Miami.
It's not a head scratcher.
How does that happen?
Tyler Van Dyke went off. 5 touchdowns. Dude he played out of his mind. Best game I've ever seen him play. He played confident. Like last year he got benched.
Defense looked elite. It looked like they were hitters. They
Miami
had swagger back.
They got speed. They ran a kickoff return for a touchdown. They got playmakers. I mean, Miami's always had those playmakers. I mean, maybe not like back in the day of when they had like Devin Hester or nothing like that. But I mean, they got some guys. I watched Miami. I was a little impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
If you look at the Florida teams today, Florida, Miami, Florida State. I mean, they all got the job done. How many times has that happened?
UCF clutched it out with a last-minute field goal.
Oh, did they? I didn't even see that one.
Yeah,
so I asked you this: so you watched the Miami Texas A&M game, right?
Yeah,
most of it. I don't know all of it.
Not all of it, but yeah, a pretty good bit of it.
I get. This is all I'm gonna say. Jimbo Fisher, just let the chains off of Petrino, because the drives that he let the chains off and didn't keep it restricted, they scored.
Yeah.
When they ran Jimbo ball, they didn't score and they flooded out. I don't know if he can do that. I don't know if Jimbo as a coach can do that, and I think that's going to be a detriment for Texas A&M. They got the players, they got the stars, they got the money. I think Jimbo just can't get out of his own damn way. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean,
did you see that too?
You can tell Florida State fans. You could ask Florida State fans; they'll tell you the same thing.
But you see what I'm saying? Did you see the difference in the drives when Jimbo would let him call plays and they ran down and scored real fast, and then the other plays it was Jimbo ball, run the ball, and screens and shit like that, and they flooded out.
Yeah, I don't know who's calling plays at those times, but you could tell there's a difference. I mean, but Connor Wegman or Wiegman, whatever his name is. I mean. He looks confused at times, and maybe that's the reason why. I don't know.
Yeah, because Jimbo's putting the call in one series, and Bobby is putting the other series in.
That's weird. Definitely weird.
It's Jimbo-ish. It is Jimbo-ish because he can't just let it go. He can't go frozen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your prediction for next week's sport, Blake?
Do you want me to give you my honest one?
Always honest here.
Honest. I'm gonna go 35-20 Tennessee.
All right, we gotta go. See you, buddy. Good talking to you.
All right, buddy.
Love it.
I mean, you know how.
Why is that?
Why is that?
You not believe in the defense? You don't believe in the run game?
Hell no, I don't believe in the defense, and I'm going to be honest about that. I really don't. I think it's just not there. You know, defensively. I mean, we saw some of the flaws against Utah. I felt like Utah kept their foot off the gas in the second half. I think they just coasted to a win, in my opinion. I think the defense still has glaring issues. Defensive line looks like it should be an upgrade from last year. Yeah. But I still feel like there's holes in the defensive secondary. Even though I like Jason Marshall, I like Jalen Kimber, former Georgia Bulldog. He played a damn game with a cast on his hand last year. Love the way he plays, but I just feel like it's just still not there. I mean, week 3 going up against Tennessee, even though it's in the swamp, I just don't feel like the defense is going to be there. It's going to be a big test, even though Tennessee looks like they're down right now. I haven't seen the Austin Peay game, but I don't know what the hell happened with that game. I've heard some people talk about it, but you know, I just do not feel that the Florida Gator defense is going to be there. Florida Gator offense, you know, yes, they're going to get some confidence in this game. I think they're still going to be able to run the ball against Tennessee better than they did against Utah. I feel like that offense is not going to be able to score over 20 even against Tennessee, even though they do have a weaker defense. But you know, of course, with the clock issue now, with they're not stopping on first downs, I feel like Florida's probably going to just try to sustain drives with the run game and just eat a lot of the clock, especially at home, and use the crowd to its advantage. I just feel like the depth, I think in the second half, I believe Tennessee's going to pull away.
So I ask you this. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Shelton,
I think
go
the
ahead.
biggest thing for Utah that concerns me is just the Milton's ability to run. I feel like Nate Johnson torched us in Utah with that, and that does concern me. I don't feel like we did a good job. We did okay. We didn't do a great job. And if we start forcing him to throw, I don't know. We haven't really had to deal with that problem yet. So that's always an issue and something that has to adjust. But I trust in Armstrong for putting these guys in the right places. I'm glad that these guys got more reps. We saw a little bit of everybody, right? Even early on, it wasn't just, hey, you're the starter, which I think is important for everyone to get reps again. I think stuff takes time, right? Week 4 or 5, we're really starting to these guys are really starting to get into a rhythm. And so I'm glad we get Tennessee week 3, and I think they feel more comfortable. They're going to be at home again. We could get on a roll. We could go to a roll. But I see where you're coming from. Like it doesn't feel like it's just clicking. Like the guys don't feel like they're moving extremely fast. They're not, just the twitch muscle isn't there. It's hard to explain it, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
but I don't.
I mean, Tennessee doesn't have Jalen Hyatt or nothing like that on the offensive side. Don't get me wrong. You know, they don't have no Colin Johnson or what? You know, they don't have those big time receivers, or at least you don't see it right now, especially in 2 weeks of football. But you know, of course, I've seen someone said, you know, Tennessee probably going to go off on Florida next week. You know, of all games, you know, because they played maybe not great against Virginia week 1 and then Austin Peay week 2, but. You know, it's going to be interesting what Tennessee brings when they get to the swamp. But I mean, defensively, I'm just not very confident in the defense right now. You know, I think we got, especially with the Will Muschamp era, you know, defense, top 5 defense, even though the offense was terrible. But you know,
but look, this defense is extremely young too. Don't forget that. I mean, there's a lot of young guys out there too. But
I don't think there's a senior out there.
I don't think there is.
Things are starting to click. I think it looked a lot better. Scooby made some big tackles, filling the gap really well tonight. Prince is getting double teamed. Look, I don't think they had 100 yards of total offense.
I don't think they did. If I had to look,
he had that big hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, he did. That was,
and I'm telling you, the Tennessee quarterback's only going to take 1 or 2 of those, and he's gonna pack his lunch pail and go elsewhere. He's not going to want to run the ball when Scooby Williams smacks him like that.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you that this year, the defense hits with a purpose. Kind of like what we talked earlier with Miami, how they were hitting with a purpose. I feel like last year it was kind of but this year the defense is really hitting with a purpose, and that makes a difference. The wide receivers start dropping balls. The running backs start getting a little loose in their carries. The quarterbacks start second thinking, do I want to run this because I'm going to get smacked by Scooby Williams coming across the middle? I'm just saying. I think that you're sleeping on the defense a little bit. I think
We'll
Austin
see.
Armstrong's going to be
call in next Saturday. And we'll settle
when we
there.
win. When we win, and you
even
can
if they win, I'll eat crow. But I mean, a lot of people thought I was crazy when I said Texas was going to beat Alabama tonight in Alabama. But
that's different.
No,
that's
I did my
different.
homework.
You're not a Bama or a Texas fan. That's different.
Yeah, but
I don't.
You got to think. I'm a Florida fan. I'm still saying we're. I mean,
the point.
I don't think I don't think they're going to get embarrassed. I just think second half. I just think Tennessee.
We got to go. This is just getting out of control. Thanks for calling in, big guy.
Appreciate it, buddy.
You.
All right, have a good one.
Write the receipt on that.
What's up, Grayson? How we doing, man?
Yo, it's good, man. Hey, it's up next week, man. Florida taking that dub next week, bro.
Look at the
how many points?
Change of mood.
It's so
Look at the
up,
change,
bro. Hey, I got 24. I'm gonna say 24-20, Florida.
Ooh, heartbreaker.
Yeah,
Late?
I like the 22. I like 28-24. 28-21.
I don't feel like Milton's ready. I feel like the Gators, the swamp gonna get them rattled. I see it. I see a pick. I see I didn't watch the Florida game. I watched the Milrow game, and I feel like that's like he gonna throw a pick like that, but off rattle. Like I think the crowd are gonna get him rattled in the second half, and he gonna throw one, and the defense gonna make a play. Defense got to make a play next week for us to win, though. I
agree
feel like
with that.
Mertz. Yeah, for sure. Defense gonna have to make a play. It's gonna come down to our secondary. I feel like our front seven is physical enough to stop the run game Tennessee got, but I know they're gonna want to air it out. Our secondary gonna have to be ready, and I feel like they is though, and I feel like it's gonna be the swamp that get them, hyped up.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there too. With just being rattled. I mean, he's looked a little rattled these first two games, and he hasn't even played anybody, right? So it will. I mean, being in the swamp, it's going to be an absolute madhouse, which I'm excited for. I think, again, what we saw this week is going to get the fan base more excited. I think people were a little down, but I mean, how excited can you get after a McNeese State game? But I think it definitely woes for some excitement.
Grayson, real fast.
I didn't even tune into that. I didn't. What you said?
Real fast. Tennessee quarterback said he never loses in Florida. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter or not. That's what he said. I'm just saying. That's what he said.
Ooh,
He said
like
I
I
don't
said,
lose in
it's
Florida.
up this week.
Florida, I
It's
own
personal.
Florida. I don't lose there.
Oh, it's personal. That's why I'm saying it's personal. I know we just dropped the ball to Utah, but this one personal. You know when it's personal, you play a little harder. I think when the last time we beat Tennessee, I think it's been a minute. I think it's been like 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we got this one. 24-20. It's gonna be a good SEC game. I'm gonna let you know that now.
So Grayson, I ask you this: who is the first big hit on the defense against that wannabe Tennessee quarterback, the one that just knocks his helmet off? Who are you thinking? Scooby, Pyburn,
Shamar,
Princely, Shamar.
Number six. Yeah.
Yeah, a gap blitz
that's
right
gonna
up the
right.
gut.
And you say quarterback, I feel like it's gonna be like on that spike hit, like a running back. I feel like they're gonna try to get the run game going. And then
I was just about to say that
I feel like it's gonna be the run game. We stop the run game, Milton will get the forcing passes. I don't think he's that guy.
Aaron.
That's just personally. He's not bad, but I don't think he's that guy.
He ain't that guy like last year, like what they had.
Yeah, I don't think he's that guy.
That's why I think if we can have a play like that, Brandon Spikes set the tone, hits Noshawn Moreno, and just
set the tone,
sparks in his face. That's what we need the defense to do. The defense comes out and levels somebody. This first of all, the
Yes,
stadium is
I
going to
hope.
go.
I hope.
Or a
I
little
hope.
Major
Yeah, I
Right.
hope Tennessee can get the ball first.
Major Right.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Could you
yeah.
imagine?
I agree. I think a big hit needs to happen. Them boys need to go out there and just punch somebody in the mouth. I wanted it tonight, but they wanted to save it for next week. I'm cool with that. They need to look like
Yeah.
they haven't looked like they looked in the spring game. That's what's been weird to me.
I didn't really
Yeah,
see
I
the
agree.
spring game, but I heard it was really slow though. Like I heard it really wasn't nothing to watch.
The offense was, but the defense, they were all over the football field. I just don't feel like that same energy has
Okay.
been there.
Yeah, I feel like we'll see that. I feel like Thursday. I mean, the third game, SEC game. We'll see that defense flying around. I say 24-20. I'm really giving respect just to the offense. Who the offensive coordinator for Tennessee? I don't know if it's their head
Heupel.
coach
It's
too, but I know they
Heupel.
got like. Yeah, I know
It's
he
the
liked
head
to
coach.
lunch. He liked
Yeah.
to air it out. So I got
Yeah.
kind of a little respect for him, but I say 24-20, and I know that crowd gonna help us pull this dub out. I know that
Okay,
for a
so
fact.
real fast, offensively, who is your offensive star of the game for the Tennessee game?
I
You
feel
going
like
running back?
it's
You going ETN? Are you going Wilson? Are you going maybe a
I feel like it's
Pearsall?
gonna. If we can control, I'm gonna say if we can control if we can get at least like 4 yards of carry, 5 yards of carry, I say the running backs, but I feel like it's gonna be Mertz. Mertz gonna have to make plays when it's time, because it's gonna be times where he gonna have to make plays with his arm. He gonna have
Which
to
he's
make
shown.
plays.
He's shown he can do this year.
And that's what I've been telling people. We really underratedly got a good pickup because he has experience, and that's what's key. That's just looking like it's key this year. Like
I don't think he is
If
a
Max Brown, look, I know we love Max Brown. If Max Brown or Jack Miller were the quarterback, I don't believe those two guys give us the best option to win.
I don't think Mertz has had a pick yet.
Bro,
And
I'm telling you,
facts, he
Heisman.
hasn't. That's good.
He hasn't
And I
had
know
one, and
everybody
he's
wants us
got
to
over
go-
100 attempts.
Yeah, and everybody wants us to go deep, but I mean, I'd rather him keep taking the little check downs and the 5 yard routes than force it. We don't need no turnovers next week. If we get any turnovers or we beat ourselves with penalties, we can't do that. We're not good enough to beat ourselves and still win a game. Like
I agree with
last year with Bama, when they was at Texas, they were good enough to beat themselves and still find a way to win. Tonight, they couldn't do that. They not that good like that no more. We not good. We're good enough to win games, but we're not good enough to beat ourselves and still come out and win a game. We not that good yet. So
or to get in a shootout like Utah.
Perfect. That's perfect. That's
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
Even Utah kind of beat themselves against Baylor all day today, and were able to pull it out. But yeah, we got to be perfect to be consistent. We're not. You're exactly right. We don't have the ability to screw around and come back for sure.
Yeah, we not there yet. Not there yet.
I got
don't
one
even want to
question
screw around
for you.
anyway. Go, I hear you.
What's versus Tennessee? What's Eugene Wilson have? The spark plug.
Ooh, I feel like he'll break one. I feel like he get about 80 at least, because I feel like he'll break one next week. I want to see
80
him
and a tutty.
I didn't really. I wouldn't say 80-yard touchdown, like a 50-yard touchdown, something like that. I feel like it's gonna be early.
Little Tony Percy action.
Yeah, like I feel like we should get him going on, like, I don't know, but like I'd rather see him like start running some like 10-yard curls or 10-yard dig routes, something like that, just to get him open. Like I like how we put him in like the screens and stuff, but like I feel like he'll do real good on the digs. I feel like also Billy been holding back though. I feel like this third game SEC play, I feel like we really gonna like the offense Billy called.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come full circle. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Could
really
you
gonna
imagine
start opening up.
15-yard slant going for 80 yards with Wilson? Easy.
We didn't hit many slants tonight, to be honest with you.
Not tonight.
I've seen Grimes do it. If Grimes can do it, I know Eugene Wilson can do it for
that
sure.
dude is special, is he not?
Yeah, he is. I see
and
it.
we even seen
haven't even
the two
seen
other
Gene yet.
speedsters.
That's what I'm saying. I think I saw him out there because I tried to catch some of the highlights after the Alabama game, and I seen him blocking out there for Eugene on the play he almost scored. But I want to see how he looked with the ball in his hand. I heard he a good route runner. I hope he show us some Tennessee game. Because
Well,
I feel like our wide receivers are better than they DBs. I feel like we got that advantage on them. I feel
For
like
sure.
if we could just hold it up for Mertz, because I feel like Mertz got good pocket presence when everybody blocking. When people start coming and like he got to step around, I don't think he really good at that. But if they just block him up, give him good time, I feel like he didn't learn from his mistakes, and I feel like Billy been working with him enough to not tell him not to force it. If you see it, then take it. But if you
we
see
saw
the
that
check
tonight.
down right there, yeah, just
We saw that tonight.
take it.
Yep. With the Odom pass. He had Andy Jean deep, and Andy Jean was a 50-50 ball. He dropped it down to Odom and kept the drive alive.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, I was watching the full game tonight, and then I seen y'all live. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta join the live. So I'm gonna continue watching the game as soon as I'm off this live. But I definitely tune in, and I like that. That man, don't force it. I know I even want to see a deep ball, but I'd rather him just
He had one.
those
We
long
had a little
drives
deep.
than a deep ball.
We had a deep ball to Pearsall for a tutty. So don't let him fool you. He had a little drop, a little dime
Okay,
in there.
gotcha. Yeah, I'll definitely tune in and watch because I gotta watch the film, man. But I definitely feel like we got the advantage at wide receiver versus DB next week. And I feel like people are asleep on our secondary. I feel like I said, the crowd really gonna help us, but I feel like they sleep. That first play against Utah really got some people a little antsy, but I feel like this game right here, everybody been bragging about Milton's arm. I feel like
we need
to
pick.
Yeah,
but Grayson, I appreciate you calling in, man.
Oh yeah,
be sure to call in next
I'm gonna
week.
catch y'all next week, man.
Yeah,
We're gonna take
be
that
ruckus.
dub. Next time I talk to y'all, we're gonna have a dub.
Be smoking a stogie.
Already.
For sure.
Later,
I love my stogies. Don't forget, if you're up in the morning, 9:30 ish, we got a little college football game day for you too.
High top game day, boys.
High top game
I
day.
bet. I'm
it's a
tuned in.
banger.
I'm gonna be there, man. Go
We
Gators,
appreciate
man.
you.
Always,
Go Gators, man. Good shit. Good show as always, boys. Be good. Stay tight. We'll catch up next few days here. Go Gators, baby.